The long-awaited API is in Marvel Strike Force. What does it all mean for you? I got my buddies TyeJae, PimpToxie from MSF.GG, and they're going to discuss it all in this video, guys. And if you're ready for it, find that like button. And let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. In this video, we are discussing all this stuff that came along with the new API in Marvel Strike Force. And to discuss it are the two experts, the two people that actually only have access to the API, PimpToxie and TyeJae. What is up, brothers? How are you guys doing?
Excellent, man.
Hey, doing great. Thanks for having us again, Valley.
Oh, thank you for being on it. Thank you for all the work that you guys do on the MSF.GG website. Now, before we discuss all that stuff, check out the link. The link is down below, and that is the exact website there, MSF.GG. All the information you need about Marvel Strike Force, all that cool stuff. They got a cool Patreon, so make sure you check that out. But what are we going to talk about today? What has the API done for the site, and what does it mean for the MSF community?
It means a lot for the site. We spend a lot of time after every update getting it all set up. If anybody follows us on our Discord, I mean, you know, I'm like trying to update people. Hey, I'm working through this. Be patient. You know, it speeds up a lot of that process because I don't have to pull every file from the game anymore. I still have to do a little bit, but for the most part, I'm able to update the site. What that means for the users, though, is the site will go down when you know, Marvel Strike Force is being updated in game because they take down the API, so we won't be able to have the site up when the game is down. So,
okay, so that maintenance window, the site will also go down.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
So that's the downside, but the upside, getting the data, you're not having to every update. I guess you probably were dreading that every update previously, right?
Oh yeah, because a lot of big changes would come, and I'd be like, I didn't even know this was coming, or you know, things like that.
Yeah, there would be changes within the JSON itself, and Ty would have to spend like 8 hours just getting the site up to speed. So yeah, it wasn't fun, and that was every time there was a patch. So this man deserves a salute.
My goodness. And for many years, you guys had no ads or anything on the site, no payment, nothing, just out of love for the game. So let's go see what's on the site right now. I know, it's ridiculous. But yes, they do have a Patreon right now, guys, and there are some ads there, so make sure you check out the ads. All right, we are on the site right now. This is one of the missions. This is one of the early villain missions, I think we were talking about, right?
Yeah, one of the very first. It's like 1-2, I think, right?
Okay. Now, what are some cool things that we are looking at here that's changed since the API has come out? Yeah,
like we've never had rewards on the site ever. Like even pre API, and when they used to have more information in the data mines. So that's one thing that we added to the site was rewards thanks to the API. They're able to start giving us this information. And there's 3 different types of rewards that you can get. First time rewards, limited rewards, and completion rewards. Okay. And they only show up if they're applicable. So you can see here that we have first time and completion rewards. And then it'll tell you if you have guaranteed rewards and the possible rewards. Yep. And so you can see there, you know, anybody who's done these knows that, you know, those certain item drops only get occasionally. We do have some more information, but we can talk about that a little bit later when we get into one of the other raids that has a little bit more information with the rewards.
Okay, now there's additional wave information that used to be here, and some of it's now back because of the API. You guys want to explain what happened with that and what information you guys have now?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, this was information that we used to be able to have back in the day. It was actually something that was in the game files, and I think it was back before actually Foxnext transitioned over to Scopely, or they're now boundless. But this was such a long time ago that they took the wave data away from us. Ty, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was right around the time of DD2, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember being able to have DD1 and DD2 information on the website, and then we just lost it all. And it was a big shock to the users. A lot of people are using it as the DD guide at the time. So that's why a lot of these new guides end up spinning out. But yeah, we're super, super pumped to have all of the wave information back. And it actually comes with some extra goodies this time because you can actually see more information about the characters than we were able to before. Before, we were only able to see things like what the character was specifically targeting and what their general stats were. Now you actually get the full ability breakdown for the characters. So, for instance, we're on the Villain 1-2 mission here, and you can see in the first wave, several of the characters don't have the normal abilities that they would traditionally have.
No passives, no specials. This is interesting. I thought this was only for Dark Dimension 4 that they were switching up some of these some of the info for these nodes, but I guess even on these very, very early nodes for new players, they're not facing the same characters that you would on your roster.
Yeah, correct. And they actually have different stats and stuff too. Like if you click on any one of those characters, you can look up in the top right, and it'll show their health and their damage and all that stuff there as well. If you compare that to your character, a lot of times it's going to be different, and so it's good to like understand which ones are boosted. Like you can see here, this one has a negative boost, but if you go over to DD4, and we will a little bit later, you're going to see those huge boosts that those ones get. And so some of the characters don't have all the abilities, and that's shown by that red circle with the cross through on the right hand side underneath abilities. Gotcha. And we try to put it also in the wave information so that you don't have to click on every character to find that out.
And I also think that this is helpful because sometimes whenever you kill an enemy, the next wave drops. Sometimes everybody needs to be cleared from that wave for the next wave to drop. So this is helpful that now all the information, every single node, every single campaign node, every single raid, Dark Dimension, it has all this information on there. Yeah. So you'll know, you could plan out how you should kill enemies. Sometimes killing all of them and it doesn't matter. And sometimes you want to space it out, get them all to red and then drop it. And
there's actually 11 different ways that a wave can drop. So
a lot of variation.
We have all that information. I tried getting a lot of examples before our video here, but I did get 4 of them. So the 4 that we wanted to talk about. So like this one you can see here, this one's like hold next wave until all enemies from this wave are dead. That's a very, very, very common one. Another one that you'll see that's similar to that is on the next wave, it'll say until X number are remaining. So if you go to Villains 1-4, we can check that one out.
Okay, so if we go here, and the way to get it, guys, is to go to missions, you could go campaigns or challenges events, and we're going to go to campaigns, Villains 1-4. Mm-hmm. Villains 1-4, all right, so here we are, Villains 1-4, and here we go, drops when less than 2 enemies remain, mid-battle story. Oh, so there's a story mid-battle, interesting.
Yeah, so we have that information in there now. It just drops right in there as one of the waves.
Oh, and for people that want to go back and look at the story, you have the actual story in the game. So I know a lot of people are really interested in the story of Marvel Strike Force. So
we did have the pre and post-battle stories before, but we never had mid-battle stories. So this is the new entry, again, something that came with the API.
And speaking of that, where would they find the pre-battle stories?
That's right up at the top. Right. If you're looking at the tabs, it says mission details at the very top, and right to the right of it is mission story.
Mission store. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that. So good. It's showing all the new features that is not available. Now, before we move on to the next section that you guys wanted to discover, we got these little boosts here. I guess the big question in my mind, I don't know if you guys know, the dodging of Spider-Man, Vision, are these really boosted, or is this just some kind of what would you call that? Some tinfoil hat that players have, or is this actually showing up as extra dodging for Spider-Man and Vision and stuff, and extra revives for Groot into data? Is that showing up there as well for some?
I have not gone and looked. We should go look at one of those nodes if we can find it. That would be funny.
I for some reason I think it is, but all right. So they're gonna go look. If it's up there, it'll be on the msf.gg site. What else did you want to show me about? That is new. It's new information that we have.
Let's go ahead and jump over to the Jubilee event. So you're gonna want to go to the challenges and events.
Over here. Okay. Yeah. Challenges events. Okay.
And then jump over to one thing I could talk about really quickly here is we did separate these now. Before we only had 2 different things. It was challenges and events. Now we've broken it up a little bit further. So we have challenges, flash events, unlock events, and other events. So
good.
Yeah, just to separate it a little bit more. So if you go look at underneath the unlock events and like totally
Jubilee.
Yeah, there you go. and then click on number 2.
Number 2. All right.
So this one is, if you scroll down. So now here's one other thing I wanted to talk about too, is you see here now we also have turn meter.
Oh.
So
okay, they start at 150.
Yeah.
Meter.
Some waves have up to 1,000 turn meter. 1,000 turn meter means they would go first. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, as soon as they drop, they would go.
That's super important to know, right? Like if you're working on a wave and you don't have all of your abilities refreshed before that next wave drops, and they have 1,000 turn meter, you might be in trouble. So you're probably going to want to plan a little bit differently if the next wave has a huge like turn meter. So it's something to think about. But on top of that, this one also has a different wave description.
Yeah, hold next wave until after 3 actions have been performed by this wave. So I guess if you got some symbiotes, maybe you could stop them for performing any, or you're taking so many actions before they do one that maybe the next wave will never drop.
But then there's also like that weird thing, right? Because the next wave says it drops when 4 enemies remain.
Okay.
And so there's like a little bit of double. So you gotta think a little bit of
challenging. This one is challenging.
Yeah, there you go. Except for the 300, power.
Okay, all right. I guess if you're 300 characters, then yeah.
That's true.
All right. So this is some cool information here.
And then the next one, just for another example, is because we did add some VIP little tags in there, and I wanted to show those. So if you go to Block Party, which is under challenges and events.
Okay, so back here, Block Party. Here we go. Boom.
And then go to tier 4.
Tier 4.
Yeah. So this one has another one that's a little bit interesting if you scroll down.
Okay.
So I put a little indication of who the VIP characters are. Not every wave is just like only VIP characters. So I just put a little tag on there so you know who the VIP character is. But you can see there, it says you have to kill all of the VIP characters. There's some that say that you have to kill one VIP characters. There's some that are like, if the VIP character does its special or its ultimate, then the next wave drops. Yeah, there's a lot of different variations.
Gotcha.
I couldn't find them all, but I wanted to at least show that, hey, this is what you look out for when you see a VIP character.
Gotcha. And then, so if we're getting a new event campaign, like this update that's supposed to be coming up, we're supposed to be having a event release character that will be in here as well, as far as the missions or these challenges, events, or campaigns.
Yeah. All the even character shards and stuff are in the rewards and things like that too. So if you go over to the multiple man one, you can see those. Okay,
and that's in the challenges.
That's
campaigns.
Mm-hmm. And then there's a little bit of discrepancy. That's why you only see hard, medium, and easy. And that's going to be fixed with 5.3 actually. So if you go to hard, that's the multiple man event.
Okay.
And then you can click on any one of those.
So these is any one of the nodes here.
Yeah, and then I'll see how this one has 1,000 turn meter. So that's a good example too.
Oh yes, that's 1,000, and then only one VIP on this node.
Correct.
Yeah, he's going to drop and taunt immediately.
So if you scroll up this is where you can see the rewards where you have character shards. First time rewards, you actually get multiple man shards, and then you have limited rewards. Those are the ones that you can earn a certain amount per day, and then you have the guaranteed rewards, which is a little bit of stuff.
Looks like everything's here. I mean, there's no experimentation. You could plan it out all on this site.
Yeah, one of the things that I've been really asking for is a way to say, where can I find all multiple man shards? Where can I find ABCs? And I've given that feedback. So hopefully that's something that we get maybe in the future with the API. But I'm pretty happy with what they've been able to supply us thus far. And the guy that's working on it is really awesome. I mean, Toxie sees all the conversation too. Like, he's really receptive. He really wants to hear what the community wants. So it's a really nice, fresh, perspective coming from their studio. So
I like this. Now this is just the first step. This is cool. This is the first step though. And hopefully down the road, all these tests go well and we get all the data that we really want. That Mantis bot is awesome, but to be able to do that automatically would be really, really cool.
Absolutely.
Now, you also wanted to talk about Dark Dimension 4 specifically because the rewards were a little different than what's showing in game, right?
Yeah, I'll stop talking because I could talk forever. I'll let Toxie.
This is for you guys showcasing what's new on the site. So
yeah,
talk as much as you want. If there's,
I'll let Toxie hit this one up though.
All right.
Listen, as I echoed before, losing the DD data was pretty crappy for us. I mean, it was something that was a big traffic driver on our site and something that our users really, really use and utilize on a constant basis. So to get it back has been fantastic for us. And to get the added features, like now we know exactly what you're getting on your first run, your second run. And what we found a little bit odd was when we're pulling the direct data from the API, we can find out that there are some discrepancies between the actual rewards which you're getting, which was displayed in game when you go and check, and then you go and see what you're actually getting through the data. There's a discrepancy between the two.
I'm not surprised. This is my not surprised face that's happening there. Let's go. So this is what is showing in the API, and let's see what is showing in game as we go into Dark Dimension. Look at the 100% rewards. The first time rewards are here. 20 random items. Now, what is the difference? Because it's not apparent to me right away.
Go ahead.
The difference is you do have the 20 random items. That is true. Okay. But the 9,800 random items is not quite true. You always get some of those items. Okay. And then you have a certain, like you always get a 2-star Doom.
The Doom, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if you go back over to msf.gg, you can see what the difference is there. So your first time rewards, you're gonna get the 20 random items, like I said, but you're only going to get 3,600 other random items, not 9,800. There's actually a set amount of items that you're getting.
Much smaller pool.
Yep.
So it's mislabeled. They're not labeling things correctly.
It's again data classification thing, but it can be really deceptive, and I think that causes a lot of the issues that you see in terms of people getting upset on the subreddit, saying like, these rewards aren't great. There's so much randomization to it when there actually isn't.
Yeah,
they're just not clearly described to the everybody.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't make sense, right? Because I had somebody complaining to me that they had the armor catalyst. They got a ton of armor catalysts when they completed the Dark Dimension 4 one, and then they were like, I don't understand how I got 3,600 armor catalysts out of 9,800 random rewards. You know what I mean? Well, it makes sense when you look at this because they're like. Yeah. You
got a 20% chance at that point.
Oh, that would be horrible. If you get 3,600 random items and they're all armor catalysts, that's horrible.
Hey, RNG is fickle.
Jeez. That's like the worst. All right. I know there's a few other little tidbits that you guys wanted to talk about. What else have you guys done with the site and the API has allowed you guys to do?
So if you hover over any one of the nodes on a raid, it gives you a little bit more information now. So if you just go select a different raid besides DD4.
Okay.
Actually, you can hover over DD4 too, but.
Okay. Here we go. Switch it.
Yeah, go to like
it's like U7 or Doom or something like that.
Go to Doom Raid. Yeah.
Doom First Strike. All right.
There you go. Ooh. So there's gonna be some cool things when you start hovering over this. First off, you have rewards right there points for each one of the nodes. Now, as you're hovering over each one of these, you notice some other things are like highlighted. Those are like nodes. So one of the things that was asked of us was that we kind of show like nodes because some people you could see like, hey, how did you beat that node? Because my node is the same as your node, and you can kind of talk in your alliance and kind of figure out like who's completing these nodes and people that you can go to that are maybe like crushing those same nodes. Maybe you're struggling on it. So
H9 is the exact same info as G8.
Yep.
D8, C7, J2, and what is that? I1.
Yeah. And that's another thing. A lot of people weren't even aware that these are mirror nodes in the sense. So it does a nice job of showing you how all the maps are connecting and how a lot of the lanes basically are analogous to one another. And they're just basically mixing the nodes in a different fashion.
Yeah, that's something unique to the Doom raids, right? Where you're getting... most raids, no, it's not. Okay, so maybe that's I thought with most raids they get harder as you go along, but this one is the same node. So even a mystic right here,
that's actually true.
Okay.
Yes, as they go. Yes, I'm sorry.
Doom is
'cause
different.
This one's a little different than most raids.
Yeah, because if you see there on the top right node, the Emma node is what is it? I8. That's the same
I8.
one as the final node of A6.
The final node of the A6. Okay, yeah. So this one, and this one, they're exact same nodes. Wave info, enemy info, everything, rewards, all that.
So it's kind of interesting to see like how those all work out. So
yeah, it is unique. I was shocked when I heard that.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to like look at it too, and you're trying to plan with other people in your alliance. So, so yeah, the node rewards are on there. So now go to go to Ultimus now.
Ultimus 7. All right, here we go.
So if you hover over these ones now,
we got the different difficulties. All right, nice.
So if you hover over one of these, you have all of the raid season points here as well. Actually, this kind of brings up a good point. I think it would be kind of cool if we showed the 30, 60, and 100% number of raid season points you could get. But yeah, if you change your difficulty, now hover over one. You have your difficulty bonus
points. Okay.
Yeah, so you can kind of decide like how many points you're going to get. But I think we might want to show that down below. So if you scroll down below, this is what I'm talking about. You have your first time rewards. You also have your goal rewards. So
this is good. I didn't even notice that you guys have updated this. This is awesome.
Again, all just stuff that got added with the API. So we never had it before.
But this is where I was saying it would be cool to have the number of season points you get for 0%, for 30%, for 60%, and for 100%. We could put it right on there. I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah. More features being brainstormed while we're making videos. Awesome.
Hey, less spreadsheets, less infographics people have to make, and more direct data access is always a good thing.
I like it. You don't have to do all that stuff that you had to do in year 1 and year 2 and even the early stages of year 3, because it's all on the website. I love this. Anything else you guys want to showcase on here?
Yeah, just quick go to back to the the Doom raid. I want to show something that I found that was pretty interesting. Very top.
I scrolled too much. There we go. All right. There we go.
I said Doom. Sorry, I meant Dark Dimension.
Oh, Dark Dimension.
Dark Dimension. It's in that same.
You're in the right spot.
It's in here. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Okay, nice.
So if you click on node 12, which is the city node right before Legendary.
Yes. Oh, this one's rough.
So go ahead and click into that. I just wanted to show something that I found out when I was like building all this stuff. If you scroll down to where Emma is, right? Emma's that pain node, right?
Oh yeah.
Actually,
this is horrible.
Oh,
this is just annoying.
Yeah, wave 4. I mean, I'll tell you what, that thing drove me nuts. But wave 3 though. But one of the things you notice there is this is Emma Frost's ability, her special. She uses every other turn. That's not.
No wonder she's always diamond form.
That is not one of the announcements that they put on there. And so we included that information. So
this was not in the API. This is something that you saw.
No, that's in the API. But if you scroll,
by announcements, he means the blurbs that pop up before like a wave. Exactly. They don't tell you that information when she drops. You just keep on wondering, why the hell is this ability keep on triggering?
Yeah, that's why she's so annoying. Okay.
But then
diamond form every other turn is terrible.
Yes, but you also see there's Spider-Man symbiote. Doesn't have his passive. So that's good to know too, right? Yeah. Because you might want to target some of those characters that might be weaker, or maybe leave them for later. You make your own decision. But I think the more that you dive into this stuff, the better decisions you can make as you're moving along.
This is interesting. This did not seem right. That X-23 did not have her passive ability, but I guess maybe she just was attacking me so often that it seemed like she did.
Well, there's two X-23s.
Oh, which X-23 doesn't have it?
Click on it. Click on them. That one has it. That one doesn't.
Tricky. So you got to find the one that doesn't have it and guess which one is the correct one, I guess.
Yeah. So the drop order matters. That's something that we also really miss is where they are positioned. We don't have that information anymore. That's one thing that I've asked for that we still don't have back. But
that was something previous that you guys did have previous access to.
Yeah, we used to be able to show where they dropped in what position. So
now, I don't know if you guys can disclose this. What version of the API are you guys on right now?
I don't know that
Version
we can expose
1.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, no worries.
And by the way, Valley, this is a really good example of showing you how some of the boosts can start stacking up. For instance, if you're looking here, you can see that X23 has 600% health, 135% damage, 165% resist, damage reduction of 15%. So if you're wondering, hey, why aren't my stuns hitting? Why is she absolutely destroying my characters in one ult? Well, you know why.
Yeah, especially the damage reduction, right? Like maybe one of the characters doesn't have damage reduction, and you want to go target that character first to get them off the page, you know?
Yeah, let's see. Black Bolt. Oh, she has Miss Marvel.
We got
they all have the damage reduction.
Modifiers. You can use those to your benefit. For example, you saw that Black Bolt there just had, I believe it was negative 20%, 25% speed. So you can use that to your advantage. You know, you don't want to get hit with that ult, right? He's already going to be slow, so you can start targeting the other characters around him, like a Jessica Jones, to try to take the debuff clearing off the field kind of thing, while you're even trying to slow down Black Bolt even further along the way. So yeah, you can start using a lot of that information, which the boosts are giving you, and all the API information is giving you to leverage your advantage in DD.
Yeah, this is really good info, especially planning of, and if you know, sometimes you got these squads that just overpower, doesn't really matter, but other times, you know, you're barely skimming the line of the recommendations, and this stuff is really important for that. Or it's like Dark Dimension 4, where it's just everybody gets smashed, and you try to get smashed the least longest, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you're just trying to get as least pain as possible.
Yes, minimize the pain. That's what Dark Dimension is.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Lots of cool info. I hope it helps you guys at home, because a lot of stuff I didn't even know about till we started talking. So anything else you guys want to discuss? MSF.GG, API, anything that you guys are allowed to talk about that you want to share with the audience?
No, just look for more stuff coming. We're going to be trying to do a lot more, a lot more of the pages. One of the next ones I really want to hit up is the stat table. But that one is a little bit tricky. So I'm working through a little bit of the problems with that one, pulling that much data. Like, it's a lot of data to pull, and being able to switch all those stats and hit the API over and over again as you switch. So that's one that's coming soon. And just to everybody out there, like, come over to our Discord, let us know what you're looking for. And we love hearing back from the community. We implement a lot of ideas that come from the community. So come on over.
Gotcha. So yes, links will be down below, guys. The MSF.GG, I think you guys should be already using that, but their Discord, everything else. And I will see you guys next time. So I do want you to make a channel, though. Both of you guys make a channel with you guys could be updating stuff on the site live on live stream. I think that would be very interesting for the audience. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see them create a channel, do some of this stuff. But of course, you guys are welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel anytime, guys. Check out their links. I will see you guys next time. But before you guys go, give me a Hulk fist bump. Where is it?
There we go.
There it is. Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go smash
Hulk
it.
fist bump. ValleyFlyin, PimpToxie, TyeJae. Out.
Perfect.